Let's bring in Barry Hanyane to talk more further on the story and bring us some analysis. A very good afternoon to you, Prof. It's always a pleasure to see you here on SABC News, sir.
Much appreciated, Flo. Good afternoon to your viewers.
Prof, I'm quite amused. Minister Gwede Mantashe seems to believe it's okay to say that, I thought this commission was going to be fair. I thought that, I acted in good faith, when I was speaking about the commission, the time that he hailed this commission. But obviously now when, the gun is turned on you, you're not going to think that the commission is fair anymore. What did you think about his press briefing? Of course, he did mention he's not going to go necessarily into the merits of what was said as his lawyers are going through it, but just as a whole, what were your thoughts on what he had to say to that? Was he defensive?
I think so. I think he lived up to the Mantashe expectations that he might sound elusive, perhaps closer to being defensive, and use language as he has done over the years to stay clear from self-implication, which in the end might come back to bite him. He has that uncanny ability to use language for self-defense and by and large be evasive to direct implicating questions. I mean, I could imagine his thoughts, and I was looking at his body language each time some girl would want to engage him, and he would want to pass a humor or two as a way to cushion what could be serious questions, notwithstanding questions from other colleagues. I mean, today your journalists really wanted something from him, but yet there he was sitting as if he's somewhere in Dalstroom, somewhere in the early hours of the morning, trying to take things easy, as if there's no pressure. But I think as time goes on, pressure will start to tell.
Yeah, and I mean, we kind of saw, I won't say something similar, but with Minister Zweli Mkhize, he decided, you know what, let me just, as things are at the moment, if there is some kind of cloud hanging over me, let me move aside as a minister. Do you think it could get to that point with Minister Gwede Mantashe? I mean, you speak about the fact that pressure would build out.
That wouldn't be the Mantashe we know.
Yeah. Okay,
let's make it clear.
Yeah.
I think he's willing to run the gauntlet right towards the end. As you listen to him carefully, his position is, if I received formal charges, I will step aside, as if to downgrade the commission's position as things stand. I mean, by all accounts, the current commission's position is somewhat of a serious nature. And as you pointed out, to replicate Mkhize's behavior, perhaps this would be the opportune time to say to President Ramaphosa, please relieve me of all duties given the circumstances, and let me go and clean my name. If you still need me in your cabinet, as well as serving for the party and government in other capacity, I will make myself available on the basis of innocence until proven otherwise.
I mean, you speak about the president, Cyril Ramaphosa. What position, I mean, is he in right now where, one of the heavy hitters of the ANC is implicated, and I'll put it in inverted commas, one of his men have been implicated. I mean, where would he have to be in all of this, and how should he act if he has to? I mean, you mentioned the fact that it seems as though Minister Gwede Mantashe will ride this wave out, but at some point something needs to happen, and maybe that's when President Cyril Ramaphosa then needs to step in. And according to you, how would he or should he then step in?
Flo, this is a very important question, yet a difficult and a complex one. It's dependent largely on whether you have a list of all implicated persons who, by and large, are expected to be close to the president, and the president would inevitably trust such persons. I mean, a case in mind is that of Dr. Mkhize. What happens if the number is replicated and you end up with, what, 10, 15 people on the same level being implicated seriously, then that means you don't have a political party to start with.
Yes.
But secondly, you don't have a cabinet or at least a government that you can rely on in terms of ensuring that some kind of continuity from a governance point of view is assured. And as a president, you would not take things lying down. Maybe you would ask advisors who in turn will say, look, let's start working on plan B. And that plan B would include potential replacements. Again, the issue of confidence and trust would have to come to play. So it's a complex matter, a worrying one, but one position that certainly the president would not be comfortable to find himself in.
All right, Prof, I wish we had more time to further unpack this. Thanks for being on standby for us. And we didn't know whether we'd finish with that briefing in time to chat to you.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for giving us your invaluable insight here on SABC News as always. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.